Storm DJs Podcast.
Welcome to episode 34 of the Storm DJs Podcasts. Today we're joined by DJ Vicky Vanna, a top international DJ and vocalist from Australia. We'll explore her journey from Ibiza to global success, her role in empowering women in the industry, and her top gigs. Listen to a fun chat now with Vicky Vanna. Hey, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
First of all, just tell us who you are and what you're doing and where you are and what's going on.
Oh, my name is Vicky, as you know. I'm in London at the moment. My last residency, I was in Italy last year. I was at a rooftop DJing the entire palace, and then I'm in London for a month, and I'm going to be doing some gigs at Sexy Fish, and also hopefully have some other places. Yeah, I'm here now I've been here for a week, and I'm going to be here for at least another month.
Excellent. What's your artist name, and where did it come from?
Okay, my name is Vicky Vanna. So my real name is Victoria, so Vicky for short. But I used to go by Victoria Marie, but then my friend in New York said that Victoria Marie just sounds too generic. So she said I need like a double V, so how about that? And
Yeah. It's good combo. So in terms of your DJing, how did it all start?
I was in Ibiza working as a holiday entertainer when I was 18, and because I was the youngest in the team, they were. I always got the jobs that no one else wanted to do because they always like just give you stuff that you do. So at the end after the show, we were all tired, right? We'd have to put away the music equipment, and clean the stage and put away the costumes and do all kinds of stuff. So but also we were in Ibiza, and it's like pretty fun to go clubbing at 12 o'clock. So they would all like often lean me to tidy up, and one of the things I had to do was put away his music equipment. Anyway, obviously I was really tired after being entertained all day because we worked like 12 hours, 13 hours. So I used to put on my music that I liked on the decks of the equipment that we had, and I'd go and sit with the guests and chat with them and have a drink. And then I noticed that if I sat with them long enough, then the men would usually have to put away the music equipment. Anyway. After a few months, I got a call from the hotel manager, and he called me to his office, and I thought I was in trouble because these guests have been helping with the music equipment, or maybe because I had a drink, or I don't know, various different things I might be in trouble for. And he said, "What are you doing with these guests after 12 o'clock?" And I was like, nothing. And then he showed me all the questionnaires, and there was all different questionnaires, German, Italian, French. And it said, "We like DJ Vicky. That we want DJ Vicky." No, I wasn't even DJing. I was just putting music I like, and I kept going to and from. Then the host manager said, "If I open, he had like an indoor nightclub that was kind of like an old-fashioned nightclub." He said, "If I open that this summer, can you play there? And if Shade, you can come at 12 o'clock to do your entertaining tunes." So I'm like, "Okay, deal."
Good stuff. So when you started off, was it sort of CD-based, vinyl-based, or digital? What sort of level were you at when you started?
It was CD, and I taught myself how to do it. And we had two music players, but one of them didn't really work. But I worked out like one set that would make just Italian, British, and German. It was the same one that I would play.
Mm-hmm.
and I had a book of CDs and a microphone. And that's what I used to do. So I did it for 9 months.
Impressive stuff. And did things sort of just join up from there? Did you just go from one venue to the next as a new residency, or how did it go?
I went back to Australia after the season. And my dad asked me what I'd been doing, and I told him that I'd been doing a lot of DJing. And so he encouraged me to buy my own music center. Well, actually, he bought it for me. I got a second hand. And he encouraged me, and he gave me business cards, and the first gig was at the country club, the tennis club, and then word of mouth, I had my business put had in the paper. Used to fly all over the city, and I quite well. I did that for a year, and then I went to America, and then I guess when I got really serious about Asian, I was in London again, Well, she was the first one I was in. And I was out one night, and these guys introduced me to the member at this club at the time called Rafifi. And they had like this really cool DJ booth in a picture frame. And yeah, so I did. And they wanted like glamorous female DJ to do this picture frame, like all this stuff. So I did that gig, and that gave me a lot of confidence because there were some pretty like fancy people there, and like they would all give me great feedback. And so when I went back to Australia, I started playing clubs. And in clubs, that's when I got my first international contract in Qatar. There was a guy there from Tunisian, and he said, "Would you like to?" And so I went to Qatar, and since then I've been everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, we only ever hear like different locations for you. You're a very, very global DJ, aren't you?
Yeah, I move a lot. I've done about 12 residencies in different countries, plus like separate performances here and there.
In terms of your residencies, what's the sort of average length?
I would say the longest one was, and the shortest one is a month.
Yeah, excellent.
Although I did days over New Year's Eve. I did a 4-day gig over New Year's Eve and the days after New Year's Eve in Broadbeach in Queensland. So that was like a 4-day thing. It was fun.
Superb. So through all the DJing you've done, all the places you've been, can you think of the most invaluable lesson that you've learned along the way?
Yeah. So one thing I do is especially new venue, taper test the crowd. I'll give them I don't know what genres they're really into. Like, if I haven't, clued in yet, it usually doesn't take me a while, but because I look at what the clothes they're wearing and how they act. But I'll play a little bit of a certain genre with a different kind of beat, then I see if they get into it, and then I'll play along with that genre. So I call that taper testing, and I think that's probably one of my greatest skills, because like if I'm playing house and then I play like a little bit of a hip hop or an R&B song with the house song, and then I see like the internet, I'll continue to that, or vice versa. If I'm playing with R&B, and then I think they might like house, I'll bring in a little bit more of a beat.
It's good flexibility on that front. And all the travels you've done, all the places you've played at, can you think of the most sort of unconventional and strange gig you've ever played?
Yeah, in the Maldives I played beach party, and it was strange because the guests were like really relaxed, and they were just chilling out and watching the stars and stuff, and they wanted me to play like an actual party, like a dance music and stuff. But the thing is, there wasn't really any lights; it was really dark. So I guess that was one of the strangest ones, because the guests were enjoying it, but they were just sitting here like they weren't actually dancing, and then they couldn't see me very well, but they knew I was there.
Was the like on-site manager telling you to pump it up a bit, was it?
Yeah. Even though the guests were watching the stars. Yes, and that was quite strange. And then when I played on boats as well, I've played on like small boats. I always find it a bit funny, like when you're on the boat. I played lots of places. I played people's houses as well.
Excellent. Sort of going back to the beginning, was the resort where you were asked to DJ, was that essentially your first DJ gig, or had you done a bit before then?
Yeah, it's that when I was already playing music, but then he opened the nightclub. So the nightclub was like this indoor red velvet seats, very 70s style club, and then they advertised me as the DJ there. They put a poster and they said, "Okay, DJ Vicky's gonna be here every night too." And I was there every night to 2 nights. So that was probably my first DJ. Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. I was going to say this one's a bit of an odd one, but might work, might not work. In 3 words, how would your fans describe you/your music?
I think fun and vibrant and changeable. I'm versatile.
Yeah, I was about to throw that one in there. Are there any sort of styles of music that you veer away from, or you're pretty flexible overall? Are there certain styles which you prefer playing, others that you veer away from, other things that you haven't really explored?
I really like doing a good set, like say 40-minute set of classic house, because one of my favorite, like from like 2000s because I'm pretty good at that and I like it. I also love playing Lantern House because I feel like Lantern House really gets people up. So if you're in a rooftop or a restaurant atmosphere, Lantern House could be the catalyst of the party. So you can really get them up without like jerking them into dancing. So I love playing that. And it depends on my mood, really. Sometimes and I like playing Jazz sets, with the sunset as well. Yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm pretty flexible. I don't really enjoy much playing rock music, but sometimes it has time and space.
And at the moment, have you got any go-to DJ equipment? Let's say if you went to a random event, what would be on your tech rider? As in, what would you ideally have as your equipment?
Well, I'm very used to playing with the Pioneer RX2. So that's an all-in-one system that has 2 decks and the mixer all-in-one that you can still play with USB. So I've got one of those at home in Australia. That's a really good piece of equipment, very efficient. But generally, when I'm in class, I usually play it's in the Nexus Mix Up, whatever year. It doesn't matter. It can be the newest one or an older one. I've used all of them. So that's what I use. Sorry. I think cable is very important.
Yes, yeah. That's always something that the client has trouble with sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, do you sort of see the technology changing at all from the standardized versions at the moment? It's all Pioneer market dominance, but where do you see it going?
It used to be Denon. Like when I first started DJing in Australia, it used to be Denon. Everybody seemed to have Denon, but then it moved into Pioneer. And also it used to be more CDs and now it's more USB. Well, it's eventually all USB. And then a lot of people use computer, but I really don't like using the computer because I find that it takes away from my connection with the audience, because if you're sitting there looking at the computer, you're not really interacting. Because I do other stuff, and I don't like using the computer, and I also think it's cheating a little bit. It's not a proper performance. Maybe the computer DJs can kill me for saying that. But
in terms of technology then and how things are progressing, well, what do you think AI is going to be doing into the future?
Well, it's already very much implemented because we have all these, Spotify playlists and that sort of thing, and and it's already like it replaces DJs in some ways. But I think what's irreplaceable about a DJ is that audience connect. The way that I am when I perform, I dance, I talk to the people, I take a break and go and chat to them, come back and then see what they like. I don't think that human aspect of reading the crowd and of being part of their party or being part of the atmosphere, I don't think that can be us.
Very true. What do you think about It's a tough one, but ABBA has a sort of regular virtual performance.
Oh, really?
It's basically just computers and there's no actual people in there, and it's just, the stage is literally just these figurines essentially. Have you seen that, heard of that? Or
I haven't seen it, but I did see Utah performing with Tupac hologram.
Yeah. So that there's sort of glimpses of how things can be a bit extreme, but yeah, as you say, the human element probably won't be replaced on that front. So we might be in luck.
Yeah.
If you've got a big gig ahead of you, do you ever have nerves before the performance?
Definitely. Every time I want to do this, I start early in the morning to prepare myself. So even if it is at 10 p.m. that night, I'll do for exercise. I'll walk around each of in Australia or go swimming. If I have someone I can go swimming. And then so that's that. And also then I do my beauty king, so I'll go and get my hair done. I might get a new top or a new outfit that makes me feel better. I look nice, and then I'll spend 2 hours with new musings. Leading up to the gig, I'll spend at least 2 hours downloading new music, listening to music, because it makes me so traumatized. I mean, this is a track. Yeah, it's first. I'd say the first half an hour.
What about your sort of? Well, I don't want to put anyone off, but what has been your best residency to date, as in best location and lifestyle and the rest of it?
I've had a couple of favorite ones. My first one in Qatar was amazing, and I didn't think it would be. I was scared to go there in the beginning, but thinking that it will be really that I wouldn't fit in, and I feel very wouldn't feel right. But it was amazing because it was in 2016, and people in Qatar, they didn't have a lot of music. Like there was either techno or like but when I went, all of a sudden I could play all this kind of music. I could play for people that haven't really heard that or haven't heard those songs, and that music hit them in that way for the first time. It's super rewarding. See them all dancing. So the Qatar one was really good. Also Venice Film Festival, when I did Venice Film Festival, because I saw lots of producers and writers and directors, and I was playing for all of them. Like I was in a garden, things like creative people. So that was really felt honoured to be there. What others? I've done all kinds of things. Last year in the rooftop in Italy, that was very nice. Brand new venues and very prestigious hotel right in Piazza del Pubblica. That was lovely. And then I enjoyed going to Jordan too. When I went to Jordan,
I was waiting to see if you'd comment on that one when we sent you out to Jordan. That was a little while. In terms of looking at the entire DJ industry, how do you see it have changed in terms of the role of women in that?
I think it's easier now, probably. However, when I started, there wasn't any female DJ really. Like when I started in Perth, there was, in fact, I had a unisex DJ name. I didn't used to use Vicky Vanna DJ Europa, so it was unisex because I would do all my negotiating as if I was a man and turn up. Right. And they used to think I was the DJ's girlfriend, but then they got used to me coming and it was word of mouth. But I used to be shy that I was going, not a guy. But now it's totally different. Now I think there's a preference for female DJs in a lot of places. Not everywhere, but definitely certain clients, certain resorts that is definitely the female DJs. But on the big skits, that to look at all the Ibiza lineups and stuff, a lot of them are still only male. Is only male. In saying that, it's easier. It's also the same. And then now there's more competition with other girls.
Yeah. Well, I think it's progressed a little bit. It's not like perfect 50-50 yet, but it's definitely better than it was.
Yeah.
So in terms of a few random questions for you, this is a good one. If your DJ career was a film, what would the title be?
Roller Coaster.
Okay. What's your guilty pleasure song?
Well, I've got lots. I really like Miracle, but everyone likes that song. That song is Miracle. But sometimes I play a Bomboneo.
Very cool. So if you've got a very late night event, a late night gig, have you got a favourite midnight snack to have after the gig?
Yeah, in Jordan, I used to go to this restaurant called Kit Kat, and I used to have his lemon chicken. It was the most amazing thing in my life.
Very niche.
Very yummy. Oh my god! It was downtown in the old part of the city, a bit of the dangerous part of the city. But I used to go to the amazing. But also, I usually have boiled eggs. I boil eggs and have them right good to bed.
That's good. Can't go wrong with an egg, can you?
Yeah.
What superpower do you wish you had?
You know, the one where you can get ready really fast, like the Jetsons. Or you can get ready really fast because I think a lot of pressure to come looking very glam. Like the guy can show up with a t-shirt and shorts and that's fine, as long as it's clean. But I feel like I have my hair done, my makeup done, and so it takes me time. And also it has to be appropriate for the venue. So you don't only have to look nice, you also have to fit the venue.
Yeah, totally. If you were stranded on a desert island, which 3 albums would you want to bring with you, or should we say 3 songs would you bring with you?
I find that relaxing, and whatever happening in my life, I put that, especially on the train and everybody's running past each other. I play that day. Another one, probably a salsa song, maybe El Cantante.
Very cool. So I'm sort of attached to that. If you were at the end of the world party before we get taken over by AI, what would be your last song to play?
Silicon Soul, Right On.
Very cool. Get on that one.
I was. This is nice too. enjoy it
Right.
every day.
Also, the other question, sorry, just to dig into the cruises bit a bit further, did they give you accommodation with a window or not?
No window.
No window.
I mean, it's easy to, like, doesn't feel nice. Like, you just don't feel very good. But being in a piece is nice because you wake up and you're in a completely different environment every day. In Alaska, you're like in a really hot place. Now all of a sudden it's icy cold and you're whispering.
Excellent. Are there any locations around the world that you've got your eye on that you haven't yet visited and played at?
I'd love to go one day to Jamaica. That's Jamaica. I would like to also go to Brazil. I'd love to DJ in San Tropez and Mykonos. Like, that's where I'd like to work. San Tropez and Mykonos. I haven't been there or DJed there yet, so that's definitely. I've been to Monaco, but I haven't DJed there yet. But I have a little hookup over there, I think. That might be coming up too.
No, it's been great to speak to you, and we shall catch up soon. So thank you for joining us, Vicky.
I'll be to see you too, and talk to you soon.
Will do. Take care. Bye.
Storm DJs Podcast.